So let's start by sensing this moment, coming into the magic of this moment that we have carved for ourselves, and sensing our body, sensing the experience of what is to be in this body at this moment. And for each one of us will be slightly different. And for each one of us, accepting and embracing everything that's there, any sensations, thoughts, emotions, just coming back home to the body and sensing, for example, our head and our face, our neck, our shoulders, just um, going and mentioning different parts of your body so that you can bring the attention and sense in your own body how you're feeling right now at this moment in the body, any sensations or whatever is happening there, embracing it all with love. So we continue down, sensing the whole of the spine with love, and our chest and our belly, our pelvic floor, our thighs and our knees, kneecaps, the lower legs, the feet, having a whole sense of the body. How we set the arms, also the arms and the hands, the fingers of the hands. And now again, the legs, the feet, and the toes. And now bringing the attention to the soles of the feet and their contact with the floor, with the earth. And through the soles of the feet, feeling how the earth supports us, you, the whole body, your whole body. And through the soles of the feet, feeling like if you are growing roots onto the earth and being supported and nourished by the earth, which is always there, really. If at any moment you feel that you want to walk instead of sitting, that's perfect too. The support will be there too. So just, you are the expert on your body. I'm directing, giving instructions, but your task is coming back to sensing your body and also listening to the body and following. If it tells you to move or to stand, just follow that. And so we are coming back again to sensing the feet, the soles of the feet and the roots on the earth and the support that's always there, whether we are standing or sitting or whatever position. Receiving that support and that nourishment like a cooling, healing energy that comes up from the soles of the feet. And if you like, up the legs and to your abdomen, and it's being stored there as this cooling, healing energy that radiates from the abdomen to the whole of your body, to any parts in your body that perhaps are needing a little bit of coolness or refreshing. And from this support and this nourishment that we get through the soles of the feet and up to our abdomen, now it springs up like a tree, like a plant, this energy that helps us to straighten our spine and elongate it like a plant or a tree growing towards the heavens, towards the sunlight, towards the spirit. And so we are rooting ourselves on the earth, and also we are rooting ourselves on the heavens. We are rooting ourselves on our embodied nature, and we are rooting ourselves on our spirit. We are going to visualize our spine, and we are going to breathe along the spine. So imagine that as you breathe, the breath comes from the bottom of the spine up the spine, and it's this cooling, refreshing, wonderful energy, calming, healing. And it goes all the way up to the top of the head, and then it showers down like a warm, pleasant shower of light, healing light. And so every exhale is along the spine, very gentle. And the air comes up from the bottom of the spine to the top of the head. And then on the top of the head, it springs like a cascade and it falls down, bringing down the heavens, the spirit, the healing energy that goes, bathes you inside and out. And is stored also at the abdomen. So now at the abdomen, we have these two energies, the one from the heavens, the warmth one, and the one from the earth, the cooling one. And it's like this yin yang symbol of activity and rest. And it's also what we achieve when we are in a state of balance with the parasympathetic nervous system, that's more about cooling and relaxing, and the sympathetic, that's more about activity and warmth. And let's do 2 more breaths along the spine, inhaling. If that's comfortable for you, imagining this cooling energy that comes up the spine to the top of the head, and then it showers. And it comes down like the sunlight bathing you. One more time. You can accompany it with your hands too, if you like, or just visualize it. And now somewhere between these two forces, one that brings us to grounding and the other one that's more about coming up, let's find our heart, the space of our spiritual heart, our physical heart. So we are going to bring our hands, grab the hands. We all have healing energy here in this center of our palms, this vortex of healing energy. So we rub our hands, which produces circulation of blood and chi, chi being the vital force that's in you and all around you. And we bring these hands towards our heart. We rest them here, nesting our heart with our hands. We feel our heart beating under our hands, very gentle or fast, whatever is happening, just coming back home and noticing and embracing what's happening at this moment. And we also notice the gentle massage of the breath with each inhale and each exhale. The lungs embrace the heart. And the two of them are now massaging the vagus nerve. We have learned in our course the path of the vagus nerve that comes from the brain stem here in the back of our neck. It goes along our neck and then it passes right through here at the pulmonary and cardiac plexus, which is where the heart and the lungs are functioning with nerves that are coming there. That's a plexus, a center where many nerves come. And then the vagus nerve passes right through that plexus. So it's being now massaged. The vagus nerve is being massaged by the gentle beating of our heart and by the breathing that's very calm. Inhaling slowly, gently, and deeply, like sighing. Exhaling, letting go of anything that might be burdening you. Inhaling what you want to invite into your life. Exhaling what's burdening you. You can inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, or inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, which sometimes is even more relaxing, depending on how you're feeling right now. Choose one. Slow, long, deep inhale, gentle, and a long exhale, letting go, letting go. So at this point, let's set the intention for our time together today, for our healing journey today. What is it you want to invite into your life as healing, healing energy? And what is it you can let go of? Shed layers and layers of what's burdening you or troubling you. Enjoying this moment together as we pray together or we relax together, we do energetic work together is more powerful because we are all one spirit, tuning in to relaxation, to healing. And try a gentle smile, smiling to this time that you are taking for yourself. And finally, being able to exhale and let go. Trusting that you have within you the capacity to relax, to let go, to become unstuck of whatever might be burdening you, and to thrive. Our body is designed to adapt and to thrive. And we often meet challenges that burden us and that sometimes make us feel limited. But we can reset our nervous system by doing these just simple things, coming back home, touching really meaningful, nesting your heart with your hands, really present, inhaling the deep inhale, like sighing, like new possibilities, and really exhaling, letting go, conceiving, letting go. So at this moment, we are working on the one hand with our neuroanatomy and neurophysiology, with our vagus nerve, which is the main nerve within the parasympathetic nervous system that's designed to help us relax and go into states of repair and resting. And also we are working at the level of our energy, our chi, our prana, that has been recognized for thousands of years. And is also recognized today in systems like acupuncture and acupressure and the ones that work with releasing whatever is stagnant and blocked, the energy that gets blocked when we are worried, sad, angry. So we are working on the one hand with our understanding of neuroanatomy and then also our understanding of vital energy, vital force. And we are bringing our intention and our attention. If you like, it can be also like a prayer. You can at this moment pray to your teachers, to whatever you feel that's bigger than you, but's around you as energy, you know, this universal consciousness, which is all around us and is within us. In Qigong, it said, I am in Qi, Qi is in me. You know, we are in the spirit, and spirit is within us. Qi doesn't mean spirit, Qi is vital force, but this concept of the vital force, the spirit is all around us and is inside us. And our task when we are doing these practices, simple practices that you can teach to your children or to your clients, practice yourself, what we are doing is practical tools to reset your nervous system. So remember, pay attention as we practice, see which ones resonate with you, and then you can use them, integrate them in your day. So this first part was about that, sensing the body, sensing how we're feeling right now, embracing whatever it is. So we are not ignoring or pushing away what sometimes we don't know how to handle. We are embracing if there is pain, if there is agitation, whatever it is. And then knowing that, okay, we know from polyvagal theory that when we feel unsafe, when we feel under threat, we tend to either get into fight flight mechanisms of trying to protect ourselves or attack or get away from there, or if the thing is very continuous and also certain um, processes that we have a little bit different for each one, we might go into numbing, and we can also alternate into different responses like that. So those are automatic physiological responses. But how do we treat physiology? How do we let our autonomic nervous system that there is a possibility of doing something different? How do we get to our brain, not just understanding, but actually giving the message of, okay, we are fine. We don't need to keep worrying so much. I mean, the situation might be problematic, but right now I want to cultivate coming back into balance. How do we do that? Well, we do that with breath, we do that with touch, we do that with release points, we do that with posture and with contemplative movements. So those are some of the tools we have been using in the courses and that we are going to work with also today. And of course, there are many more in the courses, so I hope that you will join us. And also because sincerely, I mean, it's a journey that if we practice together and we have the structure of the course, we will keep going deeper and deeper. It's not the same if the course already passed and you can have access to the materials. It's a little bit of a different energy that if we are all together and moving forward also. So again, I invite you to practice together also in the course. So let's start with release points. So these come from Qigong, from traditional Chinese medicine. There are many release points in the body. They are along meridians. Meridians are rivers of energy. And I want to just mention to you too, that in a way are related to what Deborah was mentioning earlier today, to these centers of energy that are so calming. One of them, the most powerful point for relaxing, is the sea of tranquility. And if you come to your breastbone, and then to the end of the breastbone, so you have your ribs, right? You know that you have ribs. Maybe you can find your last rib and you can follow it to the center so it comes up a little bit. And then there is the end of the breastbone, right? And so 4-finger breath up from the end of the breastbone, there is this indentation called the Sea of Tranquility point. It's more or less at the height of the nipples. And we are going to be covering that part with the center, that point, with the center of our healing hands. Yes. Um, so similar to what we were doing today, of rubbing our hands and then bringing the hand here, now we know that there is also there a release point, a sea of tranquility. And this is also the area of anahat, the heart chakra, and it's also the area of the middle field of the elixir in Qigong, where there are three main fields of the elixir, one at the abdomen, one at the heart, and one at the third eye. So we are coming here to the sea of tranquility point, and we are going to remember that we always have this really powerful point with us. And we also have our hands, which are like sources of energy, magnets of energy. So we are rubbing our hands, circulation of blood and chi, they go together, they nourish each other. And then we bring that to the center there, and here we put the other hand, so we get a double one of that. And again, combining it with breath, we are going to use a Taoist breathing that's called letting go of the old, taking in the new, similar to what we were doing today, but now identify as a mini practice. And that's something that you will also have in the course. There are mini practices for each of the modules, and we put them you have the whole presentation, and then you have the mini practices that accompany that presentation separate, so that you can download the audio and play it wherever you like. And I know several of you have told me about how you are developing your own practices by combining these mini practices. So, okay, so this mini practice of the Taoist breathing that's called letting go of the old, taking in the new, we are working with a very powerful release point, the sea of tranquility, rubbing the hands, bringing them here. And again, now sensing how it changes from moment to moment. How are you feeling now? Inhaling slowly, gently, and deeply. Exhaling, letting go of whatever might be percolating right now in you. Remember that if you do the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale, you can more easily stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system and the relaxation. So inhaling slowly, gently, and deeply through the nose. Gentle smile, and exhaling through the mouth. Let's go. Just two more. And noticing your whatever is happening, just taking as an opportunity to learn some more about yourself. This is a sea of tranquility. Now, if you go down to your navel, there's a navel here, and then like 2.5, let's say three fingers breadth from the navel, right? How the index at the navel and two more down. It's a point called Sea of Energy. There is a point called Sea of Energy, and that one has to do with the roots of your tree of energy. So this one, again, we are rubbing our hands and bringing our hands to the Sea of Energy just for a moment. Sense how it feels. It just immediately gives you this sense of grounding. And this is a very powerful point for any issues of self-doubt, shame, blame, guilt. So if any of that is at this moment there, you can take the opportunity to cultivate self-acceptance and trusting that you are a spirit, embodied spirit, and that you are doing your best, and that you are having within you the capacity to overcome this sense of um, these kind of reactions that we have towards ourselves and our ways of talking to ourselves. We become more aware of that, and sometimes we tell ourselves, I shouldn't be doing that, but we still have the reaction. So just rub your hands, press the area of the sea of energy, and have a few abdominal breath, inhaling. The abdomen expands gently. When the time comes to exhale, the abdomen comes in. And as we inhale again, the abdomen expands. And when the time comes to exhale, we let go of the air like if we are exhaling from the abdomen. This is a way that babies breathe in their cots, and it's a way that is very, very relaxing. But for many of us, we are more accustomed to be more aware of breathing with the chest. So just having your hands there, even without the abdominal breath, it will give you a sense of grounding. And if you can combine it with abdominal breath, it will give you even more sense of grounding. So I wanted for you to know about these two um, major C's. The C of tranquility here, which connecting it with the polyvagal theory would be how to learn to use our vagal brake, how to stimulate our vagus nerve so that it can help us come out of sympathetic activation, which is when we are anxious, when we are in this fight-flight mood. Or if you feel that you are more overwhelmed, depressed, having your hands here. It's a very important at the area of your abdomen, at the sea of energy point. And just sitting there and breathing and trusting yourself, trusting that it's a rich journey of different experiences and that you can assist your body by just putting the hands here. You can perhaps experience how is it different for you if you have the right hand on top or the left one on top. And inviting this sense of grounding. So I just wanted for you to remember that you have these 2 points so that whenever you want and you know that that's happening with you, you could explore, okay, I want more a sense of expansion, of calming, of letting go through the area of the heart, or I want some more sense of grounding through the area of the abdomen. And that has a lot to do with your relation with yourself too, which all of us have some moments where we are really hard with ourselves. So good to know those things. And now let's go to a continuation of this, not just a point, but now we are going to massage, and we are going to massage the organs. And this is another really beautiful practice that comes from Qigong, because in traditional Chinese medicine, of which Qigong is part, there is an understanding that there are 5 vital organs, and that they are related, are affected by particular emotions. So we can bring to those organs a sense of peace, and it will be a way of managing our emotions. And it's also an answer to the question, the $1 million question, how do we treat physiology? Okay. So in polyvagal theory, we know that there are these automatic reactions that come from the autonomic nervous system and that create a sense of fear and a reception and a perception that something we have unease. And we know that that's affecting, it affects the way we breathe, it affects our circulation, it affects our digestion. So those sensations that are coming from our viscera, from our stomach, our spleen, from our heart and our lungs, from our large intestine and small intestine are giving that information to the vagus nerve. And that's 80% of what forms our internal state, the sensations that come from our viscera. And the vagus nerve sends that to the brain, and the brain receives those impressions. We are not, this is dangerous, something is, I need to get out of here, I feel overwhelmed, whatever is being received through the viscera, through the vagus nerve to the brain sends more of the same. So that's the problem that there is with the more traditional approach that we were thinking, oh, it's just a question of figuring the brain. How does the brain work? Then if I figure things out in my head, I can rule the rest. The rest rules because the brain is going to receive and send more of the same. So if you have fear, it's going to kick more with your adrenal glands. It's going to give you more adrenaline so that you can, in fact, face that fear if it's a real fear. Often we get the sensation of being in danger because of a series of other circumstances around us, but it's not an immediate danger that we need to enter in fight. But we are in any case secreting this adrenaline, which poisons us internally and creates inflammation. And so we want to learn to tell our viscera we are fine, so that they send the message to the brain, we are fine. We don't need to run right now. We don't need to hide. We don't need to disappear. We are fine. So how do we do that? Well, we do that by bringing to the viscera the experience of calmness. And you can bring to the viscera the experience of calmness if you massage your viscera. And so we are going to start on the left. This is my left, probably for you on the other side. On the left, there is a spleen, which is one of the vital organs, and each one of them has a partner that often is situated located near. So in the left, there is a spleen and the stomach. So I want you to, again, rub your hands and bring your attention to the center of your palms, and then bring your attention to your palm touching the left side, kind of half the way between the armpit and the waist. There is the bowel points, a spleen point. There is a spleen there, and you are massaging, bringing this sense of, okay, we are fine. The body loves it when you touch it. When you come back with care, it understands. That's the language it understands. So if you are massaging, and you are your hand that is massaging, and you are your spleen and your stomach that are sensing that massage. So can you open from inside to receive that massage? And can you receive it like coming home, like, okay, I'm here with you, smiling to the spleen and the stomach, thanking them for all the work they do. And the spleen, of course, is related to the immune system, the stomach very much related to digestion. In traditional Chinese medicine, spleen is also the one that takes the essence of the food we eat, and once it has been digested, and it brings it into the blood and goes to all the cells. So it's very important. Well, the emotion that weakens the spleen and weakens your vital energy and weakens your immune system is worrying. Uh-oh, bad news. We all worry. But we can do something. We can massage. Doesn't it feel good? At this time, we are bringing our attention and intention to massaging, and we are being the hand that massage, and we are being the spleen and the stomach that receives it. And since we have two hands, let's go also to the right side. Here we have the liver and the gallbladder. And they are affected, the liver and gallbladder are affected by anger, frustration, irritability. So again, if we want to diffuse that, if we want to be able for the liver to have a sense of, oh, okay, she remember. Have been working all these years, and only now she remembers to take care and give me a little love and care. Okay, and even a smile. So we smile to the liver and the gallbladder, and we imagine that the liver and the gallbladder smile back to us. A smile is just such a magic tool. It softens everything. Okay, so now we are massaging both sides, the spleen and the stomach, smiling to them for the work they do, and the liver purifies our blood, and it's just such an important organ. Together with the gallbladder, we produces the bile, which is also important for the digestion. Digestion is one of the first things that goes array when we are with these strong emotions. So we are learning today here some really simple tools that you can teach to your children and to your clients, and you can make part of your daily practice of massaging. It's always handy. You don't need any special equipment. Just bringing your attention and intention and love to your life, to your body, to the processes you are going through. And combine it also with inhale, exhale, letting go. Okay. So, very important, the relation between organs and emotions and the magical power of touch. You can do this before you go to sleep. I do it. When I wake up, I do it. And if you are in a long journey on a plane or whatever, also anytime, right? Okay, so we have so far two of the major vital organs, the spleen and the liver. And now we are going to go to another super important one, which is the kidneys. They are here. And we can massage up and down, in and out. And also we can put our hands like this. Here is Hegu, it's a detoxifying point. So we are massaging. Or doesn't that also feel wonderful? It's so simple, but so effective. So fear is affected, sorry, kidneys are affected by fear. So it's so important to also work with our kidneys, because continuous fear, different kinds of fears that we have, weaken our kidneys. And sometimes, your acupuncturist perhaps tells you, you're having a problem with the kidneys. Maybe some of the tests you have done say there's a problem with the kidneys, but the specialist on the kidneys says, well, I don't see anything in the organ yet. Yeah, there is nothing in the organ yet, but the results are showing that something is out of balance. And the way you can work on turning those test results around in as much as possible is by going and working with your nervous system, resetting your nervous system, helping your kidneys to feel well by massaging. They'll tell the vagus nerve, this is how we are feeling. The vagus nerve is going to tell the brain's going to say, oh, you're feeling well? Let me send you more of that, more endorphins, more serotonin, all the hormones of happiness, right? So it seems very basic, but it's really an incredible tool. And I know that also this works like this. I was having problems with my liver. I have gone through a period of being very upset about the genocide, and was just all the time thinking on that, and it started affecting my liver in a major way. And again, they couldn't find anything in the liver, but the tests were showing, really way out. So I started massaging my um, liver more, but also I started stopping looking so much at the news. I started allowing myself going into these deep emotions that in themselves are not bad, but if we are stuck on it, they are not helping. They are not helping the situation. They are not helping us. So it's a lifestyle too. I mean, I still care. I still, whenever I can, do what I can to helping bring conscious or whatever. But I have cut, my involvement with the news and my diet of news, etc., because I was seeing it's not helping the situation, it's not helping me, and I'm not available to others, and I'm getting sick. I'm really getting pretty sick, according to the tests. So I was able to change. The results are starting to go back more to us towards homeostasis. So I very much recommend that you trust your body, that you trust the capacity that you have, and that you practice these things. Okay, so finally we had on the one hand, the spleen that's affected by worry, the liver that's affected by anger, the kidneys that are affected by fear, and then we have the lungs that are affected by grief. And lungs in traditional medicine are paired with large intestine, although it's not exactly there, but the lower part, I guess, of the lungs does massage a little bit the upper part of the subdiaphragmatic area. So lungs affected by grief, and that's also very present in our life. So for different reasons, we can put our hands like this and direct our middle fingers towards these 2 points here that are called letting go. 4 finger breaths down from the clavicular point, and 1 thumb in from this uh, area where the arm meets the chest. There is this point called letting go point. So if you explore a little bit with your fingers, now the ends of your fingers are helping you to find a point that's a little bit more sore around these parameters that I was telling you. There's one there, and there is one on the other side. And this is the beginning of the lung meridian. So this letting go point is a very powerful point to let go of grief. I mean, of course, we are honoring the grief if we have had a major loss, are grieving for different reasons. We honor that, and at the same time, we are working with our body to let go of layers and layers of that grief, so that we can begin a process of healing and of being present with ourselves and with others. So we can cross our hands and now use the middle fingers, which are the longest and strongest, to go to the area of the letting go point. You can have a few deep breaths again, inhaling like sighing, exhaling, letting go. Notice your posture, see if you have your spine straight, your legs connected to the floor, not crossed. And your intention of being present and releasing. What we are learning here is how to listen to our body, to our mind and spirit, and how to totally embrace whatever arises. And from that embracing, from that acceptance, there is healing. Also combined with release points, with breathing, if you like, allowing yourself to gently inhale, exhale, and allowing the exhale to be also slow without forcing, just releasing, letting go. Loving yourself, smiling to yourself and your circumstances and your life, your body, your mind. Being totally present and relaxing, feeling supported. Remembering that whichever challenges we have, and we probably have had other challenges before too, there are always opportunities to keep growing, to keep understanding more about ourselves, to keep accepting that we are human, and also marveling at how our body and our mind respond to the breath, to the touch, to the intention of healing, slowly, gently. So again, don't judge anything. This is just a time together with friends, a safe space. Reconnecting with your intention, cultivating this that you're inviting in your life, and letting go of layers and layers of what needs to be let go. So a few more deep breaths. It's just so wonderful how breath and spirit are so connected, the breath of life, the first breath, and how we came into life. And remembering that we are a spirit, we have this embodied temple, embodied receptacle of our spirit, and what rules our relationships, our healing, um, and repair is this trust that we know that we are a spirit belonging to a much bigger spirit and life force that's all around us and in us, and that we can connect with that vast force when we are coming back home and sensing our touch, sensing our breath. Also, um, if you are in nature, you feel that a lot, and you can do the practices in nature. For example, if you are walking in nature and you're massaging your kidneys, you will also have more energy. Or even if you have your hands here at your kidney, you have more energy to keep walking, because kidneys are also a reservoir of energy. If you are, let's say, swimming, and you are breathing and you are imagining, okay, I'm space within space, and be supported by the water in this moment, like the earth always supports me. Right now, the water supports me, and let me give into that support and feel myself like space, moving through space and just relaxing, allowing all your cells and your organs and everything to have a sense of the same if you are, we are in summer, if you are under the moon and you're just kind of sitting there and receiving the energy from the earth all at night, let's say, and it's the whole earth is oozing this coolness, and also receiving the cooling energy of the light of the moonlight. So I invite you to become so familiar with these practices that then you start seeing the connection with you in in the spirit, and the spirit within you. Remember, like they say in Qigong, I am in Qi, I am in spirit, and Qi is in me, spirit is in me, and we know that that's true. We are consciousness, and like Dr. Porges says, we are more available to others. We are more open to connect with everything around and with the various levels of consciousness within ourselves when we can relax. So these practices, these tools are for basically help you to relax and to connect at the level of your viscera in a way that then the vagus nerve receives the message, the brain receives the message, and the whole body can come back into rest and repair. Because whatever you cultivate, whether you cultivate it consciously or unconsciously, grows. So if we are all the time worrying, that's a muscle we are developing. And it's ironic because we worry because we want to relax, we want to be safe. But in practice, we are practicing worrying. So we will have more of those neurons that fire together, bind together, more of those grooves. And when the problem, the rain comes, it will go to the groove. So if you have the groove of wearing, it will go to more wearing. So every day you have to create the other groove, the groove of, okay, at this moment, I'm okay. At this moment, I'm good. At this moment, I'm grateful for having a body, for having hands, for being able to massage. And of course, the area of the heart, the five vital organ that's here. It just loves to sense the hands there, and your attention and intention there, like when we were sensing the heart beating under our hands. You can also massage, just kind of rub your hands and very gently massage in one direction and on the other direction with one hand or with two hands. And this massage at the chest works both for the heart and also for the lungs. So I was including there this letting go point because I find that sometimes when we are in grief, massaging helps a little bit to connect again with our body and with letting go. And sometimes it also, we feel the necessity to be more quiet, not moving so much. And so at that time, this letting go point and the breathing is also very powerful. So again, practice them. Uh, See if you can do it in morning and evening. Like if you are flossing your teeth, flossing your mind, spirit, nervous system, so that nothing is stuck there for very long. And then grow into how you can practice it during your days. So let me see here. Should we have a 5-minute break and then we go to movements?